You're off the beat. Good morning, folks. Here with Edward and Edward's Travels here in the corner of Walnut Court, West Cedar Street, where the old Kalamazoo City Police Station used to be. And of course, it was raised years ago, turned into a park, and then it was raised and turned into these really nice condominiums and apartments all the way the whole block. This right here is Douglas & Sons Incorporated, established in 1943. This is a paint store and handyman store. It's built here as a storefront. Using the old Douglas home. They're inside waving at us as we drive by because this is so cool how they've utilized the home. You can see how they go right up the stair steps, through the front door and into the home itself. Their design center. And then right into older Kalamazoo historic homes going all the way down the block. And you can see here beautiful Victorian era Queen Anne and how the storefront was built on. Really cool, really nice. Right here in Kalamazoo we have some of the ultra new and established Kalamazoo business right across the street. You gotta love it. I'll be right back. You can see little Walnut Court here. We used to live on Christina Court, just 3.5 blocks to the east of here. And it was kind of reminiscent of this. Homes that were built here roughly in the 20s and 30s. Different architecture. Find a lot of that here in Kalamazoo. Go find some more of this. Be right back. And here's a home right here in the neighborhood that they're doing some work on, refinishing the side and the overhangs on it and so forth. A lot of homes are being brought back to their original condition in this neighborhood. There is a homeowners association here, and it sure does make a difference. Be right back. We will be going up here on Westage Street, corner of Westage and Vine, a couple blocks over, and we're going to take a look at the oldest home in Kalamazoo. The oldest home. It was moved twice, and then to the third location. Actually, it's sitting in its third location. The home was moved. Used to be right downtown on the corner where the new exchange building is now, but it isn't anymore. It's sitting right down here. We're going to take a look at it. The building that's right here to my immediate left, this tall brown building, was Kalamazoo College. That's where Kalamazoo College began, right there. Over on the right side, that's old Central High School and Chenery Auditorium. And we're really lucking out because we have a red light. The home right here in the corner of Vine and Westage. As you see right here, it has that funny brick-like siding on it. We'll get a better shot. Right there. It's the oldest home in Kalamazoo. The absolute oldest home. Right up here is the famous Octagon House. So we go through here. See it in just a second. I'll pull over and get a little better look at it. Let these people behind me know that I'm gonna Here's the famous Octagon House here in Kalamazoo. And it really is octagonal. Quite historic too. Hard to get in there, hard to get tours. Absolutely. Right up here, cemetery that they moved the headstones but left the graves. There's several hundred graves left there. Go up and take a little look at that. Be right back. Okay, folks, here it is. It's South Westnedge Park. It's also known as Pioneer Cemetery. See the homes all around it. And they had literally, back in the day, removed several hundred headstones and or buried them flat on top of the graves under the ground, but they left all the bodies. A few bodies were removed. A few were removed to newer cemeteries in the area, but the majority are right in here, still there. It is said to be one of the most haunted spots in Kalamazoo County, and there's a heck of a story about one of these homes here that is around this park I'll share with you at a later time. Right now, take a little bit of a ride. Okay, folks, we're on Park Street. Very historic street, old homes back in the day leading down to Park, the Kalamazoo Center, Bronson Park. All these beautiful old homes, several built during the Victorian period, as you can see. This beauty on the corner right here, right? But these were single family homes. These weren't mansions. These were single family homes of blue collar working men in this area. Some might be upscaling a bit, but mostly people working in the factories and so forth had a little bit more of a managerial job in raising their families, worked in the hospital downtown, colleges. These still were not mansions. The mansions are closer to the downtown area. That's for sure. We'll be right back. This building here is the Kalamazoo Ladies Library, built back in the late 1800s. All around it were mansions. That's the Civic Auditorium there to the north of it. You should have seen the mansion built there. And across the street here where the Kalamazoo Institute of Arts is. Mansion City, all up and down through here. Gone now. Coming up here to Bronson Park area in Central City. I'll be back with you in a second. You can just see the Dale Chihuly glass art globe right there. Pretty cool. Okay, folks, gonna go past the brand new Judge Pratt Justice Center here on the right. It's our new courthouse, named after Judge Pratt. Judge Pratt was the first African-American judge to serve here in Kalamazoo. We're gonna go right over here onto West Kalamazoo Avenue and take a little ride over through the through an area of existing mansions. Now, as you can see over here on this corner, there were mansions. Downtown sports center, an arena. We're going to build, raise the funeral home here on the corner that was definitely Victorian, and the homes beyond it. It's going to be a $300 million plus sports center they're building. Yeah, I'll go up here and take a look at a couple more mansions. Okay, we're entering the historic and famous Kalamazoo Stewart neighborhood. And you'll see the homes to the left and the right as we drive along. Certainly period. Many are being renovated and restored back to their original glory. Look at the hotel over here on the right. Beautiful, and they're restoring it. Of course, many of the homes here have already been restored through the neighborhood. All the streets to the left and the right are just lined with these old Kalamazoo mansions. We're going to see one that's been put on the market a week ago, over $5 million. We're going to drive right up here and take a look at the Henderson Castle, right across the street from Mountain Home Cemetery, where the builder of the castle is buried within sight of his castle. This is his grave, Frank Henderson. Right here's the entrance to the cemetery on the right. But we're going to go right up in here to the Henderson Castle. I'll be right back with you. Okay, folks, we're about to turn into an exclusive address here, 100 Monroe Street, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Take a look up here. A property that is now for sale. Gotta make a little jag step here, if you will. There it is. The Henderson Castle for sale. $5 million. And again, a little parting video of the castle. There's some patrons going inside. It's a bed and breakfast now, but they've put everything on hold until it's sold. Nice property. Right back with you. And since we looked at the castle, we might as well visit pay respects to the builder's grave right here in Mountain Home Cemetery. Drive up here to the final resting place of Mr. Henderson. Be right back with you. Well, as you can see, in the distance there on top of the hill is the Henderson Castle, the home of Mr. Frank Henderson and his wife Mary and their family. And right here is where they're buried. Here's Frank, born 1841, died in 1899, shortly after the castle was built. It's built in 1895. And Mary Taylor Henderson, who lived until 1907. And of course, his father, mother, and so forth. But his wife, Mary Taylor, she has some history. It's right here behind. Her father and her mother were pioneers of Kalamazoo County. And they were some of the first settlers here. And Frank married the settler's daughter, as it were. Very interesting and historic cemetery here. I can take you for tours in this place. It's wonderful. Right over here, Governor Ransom, one of the governors of the state of Michigan. I can take you for a little short walk right back here. Show you the grave of another very famous Kalamazoo businessman and entrepreneur. Actually owned the Detroit Tigers in '68 and other years as well, of course, when they won the pennant. Very famous owner of Fetzer Broadcasting, Channel 3 News here in Kalamazoo. It's the CBS affiliate. And all started right here with John Fetzer, his wife Rhea. Super genealogy. Beautiful. We'll be right back. Well, thank you again for being with me today. Edwards Travels. Now the weather's broke, as I've mentioned before. I'll be getting out, doing a little more traveling, seeing some pretty interesting things, I shall say. Travel along with me, and some things, of course, are not planned. Some days certainly aren't. But the places that I head towards, you can bet something's going to happen. Be worthy of content, or I delete it, right? If I won't watch it, I don't want you to watch it either. So I do my best. There goes a nice crow flying through the cemetery. Yeah, look at there. All by himself. Uh-oh. Nevermore. Have a great day.